One time I used a tampon, and it got stuck up there so far that it was impossible to remove. So my tampon and I became one and the same. Then things started happening. I was hearing voices of things telling me what to do, how to think, and more. You know what? It has been the best thing that has ever happened to me. Sure, I have a fever of 104 degrees, my period has never returned, and my body is currently going septic. But you know what? I'm not lonely anymore. When I hear the voices start talking to me in my head due to the infection spreading through my body from having a 6-month-old tampon lodged deep inside of me, I don't need to make new friends, go out, or even have a boyfriend. I am already being penetrated. Do yourself a favor today and keep your tampon in as long as you can. I named mine Tom. Get yourself a Tom today. The medical expenses are worth it.
Have you ever needed to drink your troubles away, but find that you haven't the time, money, energy, or permission from the law to get drunk? We here at Liz and What the Fuck Productions can help you. Hire a designated drunk from us, and your night and life will become much more enjoyable. With our designated drunk program, you will find that your morning after will be without the hangover you fear. The videos of you being a total dumbass will be avoided. No more calling in sick to work. We here at Liz and What the Fuck Productions take all the drawbacks to a night of too much fun out of your hands so that you can keep your relationship, job, and friends.
Have you ever sat there and thought to yourself, man, I need a penis in my mouth right fucking now? Well, you're not alone. Listen to Cock Poke Podcast, and you can listen to hours and hours and hours of him rambling on about hating gay people, demeaning women, swearing, yelling, talking crazy nonsense, and he'll also tell you about his adventures and tales in cab driving. Do you like 60 plus minutes of one long sentence? Do you need to know the names, symptoms, and treatment for every incurable STD out there? He has it all. Follow Cock Poke Podcast today and get your daily dose of pure, unfiltered, unadulterated verbal diarrhea now.
Are you and your partner having trouble with unsanitary anal sex? Well, if you are, I recommend the Liz and What the Fuck Shit on My Dick pill. How the pill works is that it prevents unsanitary fluids to be processed during anal sex, therefore helping with stain smells and that all ever important ass to mouth. So next time your partner invites you on the back porch, feel free to dive in and you will know you won't get any shit on your dick.
Side effects may include halitosis, constipation, swamp ass, and mud butt. Please do not tell your doctor that you take this pill.
Now, as a lounge singer, I'm extremely disappointed that politicians want to ban the tour of death metal group Cannibal Corpse on account of their lyrics being too violent. Well, I disagree. Take a look at them. The lyrics aren't the problem, it's the music. So, in case I can't tour, I've created a lounge music arrangement using the actual words to the Cannibal Corpse song, Rancid Amputation. Ripping through flesh is what I do best. Tear off an arm, amputate a neck. Eyes removed, cranium smashed, decomposing remains severed in half. Torsos hang from their own intestines, ripped off all bodily extensions. Stumps writhing with infection, suffering a rancid amputation. My muscles tighten as I feel the rush. I look at your corpse starting to gush. Internal rocks beginning to clot. I'll swallow your pus. Suffering a rancid amputation. Grip slice, carve, chop, tear, carving out your eyeballs, watch them steer. Tear, rip, slice, carve, chop, hack, shove the entrails into a sack. Dying slowly, never to rest. Nerves are quivering as I rip. Removal of life. on the blade of my knife. And now my very favorite Cannibal Corpse lyric of all. Rape the limbless cadaver.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all my years have gone by. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified. I see the fucking look in your eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Fucking every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now, tonight. I fucking need you more than ever. And if you'll only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right. 'Cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the line. Your love is like a shadow on me all the time. Shit, I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. Living in a party cake and giving off sparks. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Fucking hell's gonna start too. Once upon a time I was falling in love. Now I'm fucking falling apart. Nothing I can say, total eclipse of the heart. Oh Jesus, once upon a time there was light in my life. Now there's only love in the dark. Nothing I can say, total eclipse of the heart. Turn around, right on. Turn around. Turn around, right on. Turn around. Total eclipse of the heart. Total eclipse.
We are live. Welcome, everyone. You heard some new commercials and some
Yeah, put your phone away.
the motherfucking Dan Band. Total Eclipse of the Heart. That's me. This is Liz and WTF. What the fuck crew? What the fuck network? Brady, say hello.
Word to your mother.
Adam's here.
Hi.
Adam, you're our token Negro. How do you feel about that?
Feels good to be black.
He was a token Negro? I thought
I think Adam is the token Negro.
Really?
Adam hasn't been on in a while, but when Cockpote was at his peak
Suck
of
my
rage,
dick, cockpoke.
we'll play that for you. We won't turn off the mics while we play the new commercial. Listen to Cockpoke Podcast. Cockpoke Podcast. Everyone listen up. Have you ever sat there and thought to yourself, man, I need a penis in my mouth right fucking now? Well, you're not alone. Listen to Cockpoke Podcast, and you can listen to hours and hours and hours of him rambling on about hating gay people, demeaning women, swearing, yelling, talking crazy nonsense, and he'll also tell you about his adventures and tales in cab driving. Do you like 60 plus minutes of one long sentence? Do you need to know the names, symptoms, and treatment for every incurable STD out there? He has it all. Follow Cockpoke Podcast today and get your daily dose of pure, unfiltered, unadulterated verbal diarrhea now.
Brought to you by D's Nuts.
Suck my dick, cockpoke.
Oh, that was our commercial about
What was
Cockpoke.
that? What was that?
What? Something that happened.
Liz.
That was a good one. So Felicia last night, everyone heard the run-in with Felicia's tangent on Cockpoke last night. Felicia has to be know we're podcasting. I know she definitely got the email notification, and I'm not sure she won't be trucking over here at some point to join in on this. But after listening, he made another rebuttal show today on that show that I had on last night that Felicia was on too. And Adam, I called you last night. What happened? You were busy, huh?
I was busy.
You're fucking busy. But I was asking you a question. Now, I gave you kind of a history when I ran into you today about what happened with Cockpoke. And what had happened was he sits there and he like bashes gay, uses the words faggot. How much do you like that word? And when it's used in its derogatory
I despise it.
sense.
We all do.
We all do, right? We don't have to be gay to despise it. It's a horrible word when you use it in the wrong manner, correct?
Right.
Now, Louis C.K., he's kind of funny, but even then you're like, borderline, probably still shouldn't be using that word. But he's still funny, like Louis C.K. But he's using it, and he goes into our chat rooms, and this is how this whole thing started. He came into one of the show's chat rooms and started calling everyone faggots.
Okay.
And this is where this whole thing started. And then there was a Twitter war. There was another Twitter war tonight, which was kind of funny. You can follow us on Twitter, by the way. iHeartMedia, iHeartRadio, Facebook. Anyway, nonetheless, you can follow us on our Spreaker, obviously, because that's where we're platformed right now. But he did that, and he's constantly gay bashing people for
Has
being
he met
gay.
me?
He's not met you. You would probably know because you probably did. Part of me thinks he was the Orlando
I
shooter.
could make him like me.
I think so too. I actually think he is a closet homosexual. And Adam,
Maybe
I
he's gonna
think
hop on Grindr and then
I think
go crazy.
you've probably met him on Grindr. I think you are the guy to actually get him to not be so angry. I think the reason why he's so angry and starts yelling is because he is a closet homosexual. There's nothing wrong with that. But so he did that, and then what I was asking last night, because of his nature and his way about him and the verbal diarrhea that falls out of his face, whatever. But then he does a tribute. After doing all of that, he does a tribute on one of his podcast shows about the victims of the Orlando shooting.
That's just getting a hashtag status.
Is that not... See, no, that's what I was asking last night.
Just seeking attention.
Like, what do you think about that? What do you think about a person... Not him, and yeah, we all know he's or trying to get attention. We get it. But what do you think about someone... And let's say we're not talking about him. What do you think about someone that does that? And, like, goes around hate bashing the gay community, and then, oh, but hold on, I feel sorry for, lesbian, gay, transgender community. Am I missing one? Lesbian, gay, transgender, bisexual? Probably bisexual. But how do you feel about someone who goes ahead and does it and then does tributes to them to gain attention? How do you feel about those people? What do you think? What if you saw someone doing that? What would you say to them?
It was a mass shooting, whether it happened
Right.
in a gay club or anywhere. People.
But yeah, but the guy
tend to get a soft spot
sure,
about
but
stuff like
the
that.
guy hates gay people,
Yeah,
but not enough, I guess, for them to be shut up, right?
I guess.
Yes, or
Yeah. Well, I already said I'll make him like me.
he probably did that because I think he is a closet homosexual. What do you think about someone who does that or acts a certain way, but then will recant when something bad happens to the people that they claim to
I
hate?
guess you would call it hypocritical.
Hypocritical is a good word that has been thrown around. Brady, what do you think?
Hey, you took the words right out of my mouth.
He did. Did you guys listen to the show he put on today? No, I did though. Give me my phone real quick. I have a couple notes on this one. He did a show. So Felicia last night on the show went just fucking batshit mad at this guy. Because he sits there and he calls us all whores that suck dick, but then we're lesbians. I don't know, the whole thing's confusing. So I was listening to a show today, Cockcoat, and and I just saw a notification of a commercial idea, and I wanted to share this before I go on to this one. The note I took down, this is something Jeff said, do you have a case of the Red Wing streaks? And he's talking about hockey. Winning streaks. That's horrible. Anyway, so Cowpote speaks against drinking and driving. He starts off his show.
He was having an argument with someone.
It's Jeff,
About how many times the Red Wings have been to the title match.
Cockpote starts off his show today and saying, "Oh, don't drink and drive. If you're drinking, please, drive on fire. Don't go drinking and driving and all blah 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 blah." And you're like, okay, well, I mean, I can agree with that. Except for this is a gentleman who podcasts while he's running a cab, while he's transporting people around. And so I go, that's kind of distracted driving in a way.
Yeah, that's distracted driving.
So I went and looked up the stats because he was so into people not drinking and driving, which good, nobody should, and not necessarily, I agree with them. But this is the same guy who just spouts off. And so let's see. Cowpote speaks about drinking and driving, not against talking